as we're watching the battle. So the big battles on the races are in GT5 for first and third. That battle's for through turn number 4, and it's going to head through turn number 5 here shortly. So we'll see that in our turn 6 camera. And we've seen a lot of action in turn number 5 today, and thankfully we're looking pretty good so far through turn number 6. It's about 4 to 5 car lengths, both in the battle for first and the battle for third place. So we're watching the podium battle rage on in GT5. Top 3 overall, Dan Gove in the 91, David Hurt in the 63, John Jodoin in the 31. Leaders making his way through turn 4, but we're watching the battle for the GT5 lead right now between the 575 of Leathers and the 691 of Keck. Looks like Williams has closed up a little bit on the 89 of Norian as well, as we're watching the leader make his way through turn number 6. Our eyes are also planted on this wonderful GT5 battle for first and third. Here goes the overall battle, though, for second place between David Hurt in the 63 and the 31 of John Jodoin. That is the tightest battle on course. It's GT1 versus GT3 through turn number 8. About 3 to 4 car lengths separates those cars as they go through turn number 9. Now let's go into turn number 10 as we watch the leaders making their way through 10. Down the back straightaway, and Hurt able to obviously get an advantage over Jodoin. And it's a little bit faster car. Obviously, it's a GT3 over a Cayman, so that kind of negates any issue of Jodoin trying to catch up and pass him in turn number 11. Leathers and Keck. Watching that come through turn number 8, and I'll go through 9 and 10 here momentarily. As now we start to see Leathers and Keck make their way out of turn number 10. We'll see if Keck can catch the draft of Leathers and start to make his way into the battle for the lead. Again, the 575 and the 691, those two, that's the closest battle on the track now. It seems that when Leathers able to get away a little bit, Keck eventually eats into that lead as they work their way around turn number 13, 14, and 15. There's your GT5 battle if you're watching on YouTube. Leathers and Keck. As we are seeing Chris Berry try and go around the inside of Bob Norian. That is not for class position. That's for overall position. As Berry trying to do all he can to get around Norian heading into turn number 4. Norian's just going to back off, but unfortunately that means that Williams is going to be able to catch up to the 89. Cheryl Williams looks to the inside of Norian. Coming out of 4 doesn't make anything happen. That's the battle for third in GT5. Looks like Norian kind of baited her just a little bit, but Williams didn't really take the bait. He looks to the inside of Norian in turn number 7, but can't make anything happen. They're nose to tail through turn number 8. Right now, again, this is the battle for third place in GT5. As we'll see if Williams can set something up for turn number 11. As Norian gets a better jump off of Williams coming out of turn number 10, so it's a little far away for something to happen. As we're seeing a lot of drivers, the ones that are ahead of another driver for position, they go a little further to the right, take a defensive line into turn number 11. Of course, that is legal, but it's interesting to see that, especially in turn number 11. So Norian having to defend himself off of Chris Berry. Lost a little bit of ground, but then gained it coming through the 8, 9, 10 complex. Although Williams looks faster through the 1, 2, 3 complex. And we do see Dan Gove coming around the course once again to get, he's going to try and see if he can pass the third and fourth place drivers. We're just about one lap away from halfway. Man, how 18 laps flies. So we'll give you the full field rundown here in just a little bit of those that are still running. We have 13 cars that took the green. 12 are still running at this time. That battle for third and GT5 still looking nice and tight. That is the battle of the race thus far. As Williams once again closes in on Norian. But can Williams get a good jump off of Norian in turn number 10? No, Norian opens up a little bit of a gap coming off of turn number 10, but can she get back on the brakes quickly? As they both let Dan Gove by. Gove will come down this time by. He'll see the halfway flags in the air. As 9 laps will be in the books, 9 laps to go. And here comes your battle for the bottom step of the podium in GT5. Williams closes that gap once again. Real quick, Dan Gove, your leader overall and in GT1. Then it is David Hurt in the 63. John Jodoin's your GT3 leader. Just passes by. He's in P3. P4 is Mike Bernardi in the 08. Gene Jodoin, your GT2 leader, sits 5th. Shane Leathers, 575, your GT5 leader, sits 6th. Then it's Mike Keck in the 691. Chris Berry in the 02. Bob Norian's 9th overall in the 89. Cheryl Williams is 10th in the 99. That's Julie Reagan in the 90. Brian Hellman-Toller in the 28. It's 12th. Out of the race is Adam Lavelle in the 397. And we're watching that battle for third in GT5 still. Norian and Williams. Now the 100 of Brett Scroggin, not in this race after a mechanical problem. Took him out early. He said the rear end broke. Looks like that Williams gets a little bit better jump off of turn number 10, but is it not enough to catch up to Norian? I don't think it is enough, as the gap is considerably shorter than we saw the past couple of laps, but still not enough. So as long as Williams gets a better jump off of Norian in turn number 11, I should say, then she'll be able to catch up and get a little bit more racier with Norian. But we know that she's fast in this 1, 2, 3 complex. Although a little bit further away than what we've seen in the past several laps. So here comes your battle for, there's Hurt. I'm sorry, it's Hellman-Toller. That's your GT5 battle for the lead. As we see Dan Gove trying to put the GT5 leaders 1 lap down overall. And that should happen down the straightaway. I'll see if Keck is able to use the 91 strategically to catch up to Leathers in the 575. Gove goes offline to make that pass. Well, 7 laps to go this next time by. And Gove gets in front of Leathers, backs him up just a little bit to Keck. So the race is on for GT5 once again. As they come through turn number 13, Leathers has to worry about Keck here in the next couple of corners. As Keck closes within 2 car lengths around turns 1, 2, and 3. We see Gove and Keck doing all he can to catch up to that 575 of Shane Leathers. Leathers looking pretty racy, though, today. I will say that. It's great to see that he's up near the front. As we're watching the rest of the field make their way through turn number 4. And, of course, David Hurt playing spoiler for that GT5 third place battle. They make their way around turn number 5, and David Hurt. Sure, Williams just got around the 89 of Norian, so Norian a little slow off of turn number 5. Move Williams to third. How long will that stay as they try and as Williams to the inside, 3 wide. And, of course, that's for definitely not for position between the 31, the 99, and the 89 Helmetoller. Playing a little bit of spoiler there coming out of turn number 7. So, interesting strategy by the 99 of Williams. She's looking pretty good, too, as now she's going to move off to the side for John Jodoin in the 31. Lets him by, but will that affect Williams' entry point into turn number 11? I don't think so, but Norian still wants that place back on the podium as we are seeing 6 laps to go. This battle for the bottom step of the podium has heated up just a little bit. And that battle for the GT5 lead also stacking up between the 575 and the 691. So that is closed up as well. So watch a couple of great battles in GT5. Through 5 and into 6. As Leathers not getting the speed that he normally gets coming off of turn number 6. Here comes Keck. He's drawing in within. Leathers at the defensive line. Keeps going lower. Keeps going lower. Not going to make anything happen through turn number 8. But still Leathers a little slow off of turn number 8. That's going to give the advantage to Keck coming off of turn number 10. They're going to draft off each other as this is the battle for the GT5 lead through turn number 10. Leathers has to watch those mirrors as he goes into the heavy braking zone to turn number 11. Leathers still defensive into 11. Keck bobs and weaves, tries and getting those mirrors of the 575. Great shot there from our cameras around turn number 11. 5 laps to go. Still plenty of time for anything to happen in this wonderful GT5 battle. Leathers goes high and gets into that racing line through turn number 1. Such a close battle for the lead in GT5. Through turn number 3. As Keck looks to the inside once again, pops out just to make sure that Leathers knows that he's there. It's about a 1 car length gap between the 2 cars right now as they head off into turn number 5. Keck's doing all he can to distract Leathers through 5 and into 6. And of course, this is where Leathers loses his time. He doesn't get the speed off of turn number 6 because he pinches down that entry. Now into 7 through the kink. Here comes Keck. Leathers still defending off of turn number 8, doing all he can to keep the 691 behind them, but there's some faster traffic behind them. We'll see how that plays a part. That's David Hurt in the 63 and Chris Berry in the 02. Keck might be able to get some strategy and use one of those 2 faster cars to get around them. Couple of car lengths separate the leaders in GT5 as they come through turn number 11. Oh, it's closer, but Leathers still has to use that defensive line into turn number 11, and that's going to pinch off the speed. Battle for the GT5 lead. Here comes Keck to the inside. Leathers, though, shuts the door on him through 1 and into 2. Well, David Hurt is back there as well. Can Keck hook up with Hurt here in the next couple of straightaways? Hurt looks to the inside of Keck through turn number 4. It's going to be a tough move for Hurt. He backs off wisely through turn number 4 and into 5. As we're looking at turn number 5, Leathers opens up a gap, but will that last? Here comes Shane Leathers through turn number 6. Eyes on the leaders. Hurt goes to the inside. Does that help Keck out? I don't think it will, as now Hurt goes in between Keck and Leathers. If anything, that's going to hurt Keck's chances for the overall lead, but there are a couple of faster cameras right behind them through turn number 10. So we'll see Hurt get on the gas. Leather's going to let Hurt by through turn number 10 and into the background, as we're still looking pretty good through turn number 11. But also, one thing that is going to help Keck out here is Riggin, who is a little slower, but 3 laps to go, still plenty of time for... Oh, Leathers tries to get around Riggin, not going to make anything happen through turn number 14. That only helps Keck through turn number 15. Here goes Keck to the inside. He takes the lead in GT5. Oh, Shane Leathers broke. Shane Leathers broke coming out of turn 14. Was the contact between he and Riggin part of the problem? So move Shane Leathers off the podium for GT5. Your provisional podium right now is Keck, Williams, and Norian. What a change of events in just a couple of corners, as we see that Keck opens up a commanding lead in GT5. 2 laps to go for Dan Gove. He is your overall leader, has a huge lead, and it's good to see that they're able to get this car working for the doubleheaders. I know they've had problems in the past couple of doubleheaders with these cars, with the Corvette, I should say. And it sounds like that we will go white flag next time by, and it is confirmed through timing and scoring. Gove is your leader in the 91. Now take a look at the class leaders. In GT1, it's Dan Gove in the 91, GT2, Gene Jodoin, GT3 is John Jodoin in the 31, Julie Reagan, your leader in GT4, GT5, again, Mike Keck is your leader. I'm on 7, so I can pick him up at 7 when you're done. Here comes the 91 of Dan Gove. He's been a class of his own throughout the whole race, as he comes down the back straightaway. And he's got Helmetoller ahead of him, but really, with the gap that Gove has over Hurt, he can basically coast home. A great shot, though, of turn number 11. Here comes your leader. He'll come down the front straightaway. Eyes up in the starter stand. He'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go for Dan Gove in the number 91. That beautiful Black Dog Speed Shop Corvette working his way around the racetrack at speed for the final time today. As Dan Gove making a statement that now doubleheader shouldn't be too much of a problem for this lovely race car. As we're watching the 91 of Dan Gove making his way around turn 5 and into turn number 6. Things have calmed down since the issue involving the 575 of Shane Leathers. That was a bit of a mess, as we do see Gove make his way around turn number 8. And through turn number 9, known as patience, as you do have to exercise a lot of patience. As Gove make his way down the back straightaway for the final time at speed. Every time that he's been in GT1, he's usually been at the front. And today no different, as the 91 of Dan Gove will come around 13 for the final time. He'll break out the brooms, and he's going to win overall. Checker flag is out, and Dan Gove is your winner in GT1. He wins overall. That my friends, was an interesting end to this GT Challenge race. Now, if you're here at the racetrack, we're going to have the podium ceremonies for both races here momentarily. Here's Brian Helmentoller. He is able to finish both races in his Volkswagen Beetle, so that's good to see. So hopefully we'll see him more competitive here in the next couple laps. Here comes the 63 of David Hurt. He finishes second in GT1. Checker flag is out for John Jodoin. And the 31, he's your winner in GT3. We take a look at Mike Bernardi. He'll finish second in GT3. Here comes Mike Keck, the winner in GT5. As we saw Gene Jodoin cross the line as well in GT2. Waiting on one more class leader. That's Julie Reagan in the 90. And she is behind Cheryl Williams in the 99. So the checker flag is out for Julie Reagan. She is your GT4 class winner. Well, if you're watching us on the YouTube stream, we thank you very much for watching. And that wraps it up for at least the YouTube stream. Hopefully you enjoyed today's broadcast. We'll have more for you throughout the season, so stay tuned to the Autobahn Country Club stream on YouTube. Like